Good morning, friend, and welcome to my morning routine. Also appropriate for mid-afternoon or evening, but this is what I do every morning when I wake up and before I even get out of bed. For this practice, the only thing you might like to have is a strap, and if you don't have a strap, grab a belt or a scarf. That'll work just fine. We'll be starting this practice lying down on your back, and you can imagine you just woke up. So come to lie down on your back body. Draw your knees in towards you. Give yourself a nice big squeeze here. Maybe take a little rock side to side. And start to deepen your breath. Maybe a couple more like that. From here, transition through side body and into a child's pose. For this child's pose, you're welcome to have your legs together or big toes touching, knees wide apart, whichever variation feels most nourishing for you. As you settle your hips back towards your heels and reach your arms forward, settle your forehead down onto your mat. And if it doesn't comfortably reach your mat, bring some support under your forehead, like your stacked hands or a pillow or cushion. We'll take a few rounds of Dirga Pranayama here, complete yogic breath. Take a full breath in. Let it go out your mouth. Softly close your mouth and inhale for 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale, fill your belly, your ribs, your heart and chest. Exhale, release, emptying out all the way. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Continue on your own with that steady, smooth breath. If you happen to have your head turned to one side, you could turn it the other way to bring some balance to your neck here. A few more breaths right here. If you've come into the wide-legged version and you want to switch it up and draw your knees together, you could, or vice versa. And we'll take this into a side stretch. Start to walk your upper body over towards the left. And then bring your forehead back down onto your mat or some support. Really feel the length here through the side body. See if you can make more space between your hip and your armpit and your fingertips. Take a couple more of those lovely deep breaths right here. Walk your hands back through center and on over to the other side. Keep your hips heavy towards your heels and keep reaching out through side body here, lengthening, lengthening. Deep breaths into your ribs. Just see if you can create a little bit more space here between the ribs and more space between your hip and your armpit and your fingertips. One more big breath here. Come on back through center. Pull yourself up now to hands and knees. This tabletop position. Give your legs a little stretch out, a little shake out. You could make a little kickstand with one foot, pressing the toes down, and then really lean back into your heel to stretch through the back of the leg. And switch sides, reach the other leg back, tuck the toes under like a little kickstand, reach your heel way back towards the back of your mat. Find tabletop, knees under hips, wrist creases under your shoulder heads, and wrist creases are about parallel with the short edge of your mat. Inhale, lift your tailbone, sitting bones, drop your heart, draw your heart forward. And exhale, round through your spine here. Draw your tailbone down, scoop your belly up, draw your chin to your chest. Again, inhale for cow belly breath. And exhale into cat. A few more just like that. And come on back to a neutral tabletop position. And bring yourself all the way down onto your front body from here. Come to stand on your forearms. Toes are untucked, legs stretched back nice and long. Draw your tailbone down. Press your pubic bone down and your outer hips down. And see if you can reach your belly button through your arms towards the front of your mat. Really lengthening through front body here. This should feel like a nice stretch through your abdomen. Draw your outer shoulders back. Collarbones are broad. Breathe deeply. Maybe close your eyes and soften what you can. Jaw, neck, hands. Three more breaths here. Last two. Last one. Really root your pubic bone, draw outer shoulders back, lift and broaden your heart. And release, elbows wide. Stack your hands, rest your forehead on your hands. Relax completely here. You might wiggle your hips a little bit side to side, just to release through your low back. Take a deep breath in and let it go. From here, move on to your back body once again. Just flip on over. Now here's where you'll want to have the strap, belt, or scarf nearby. We won't be using it right away, but you'll want it within reach. Draw your knees in. And begin to circle your knees. So you have choice here. You could circle your knees in one circle as one unit, or maybe in your body it feels more interesting to draw your knees wide towards the long edges of your mat and then back in towards the midline of your body. Either one is great. Choose the one that feels most nourishing for you. Circle in both directions. Try the other direction too. Just moving into the hips a little bit here and the shoulders. Gently offering some lubrication. Reach your arms and your legs up towards the sky. And begin to circle out your wrists and your ankles. If you have a tendency to move really quickly through life, see how it feels to slow this movement down. Where can you feel this movement truly starting? Really isolating the movement in your wrists and your ankles. Try the other way. And keep breathing here. offering some gentle movement for the elbows and the knees by simply bending the arms and the legs down and then re-extending them up towards the sky. Just a few times like this. It's nice, gentle movement. It's lovely any time of the day. I love it in the morning before I get out of bed. Just offering a gentle wake up to my joints before I start any weight bearing. And draw your knees back in, give yourself a little squeeze. Pop your feet onto the mat now. Now knees bent deeply, feet planted. Walk your feet wider than your hips and reach your arms out either in a T-shaped position if you have space for that, or you could do cactus arms if you're a little tight on space. Either one is great. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, let your knees fall towards the right. Inhale carries your knees back up through center. Exhale, knees fall towards the left. And that's it. It's really, really simple movement here. See if you can find that sweet spot where the breath is moving your body. So your mind follows the breath, and the breath moves your body. If it feels appropriate for your neck, you could add a little head turn here as knees fall to the left. Maybe you look towards right hand. And then inhale back up through center. Exhale, knees fall to the right. Perhaps turn to look towards left hand. So a few more times here. Enjoy your breath. Enjoy this simple movement. Lovely little wake up for your spine. Next time your knees fall towards the left, it'll be the last time in this little sequence. Bring your knees back up towards the sky and draw them in for a hug. Keep your right knee in now. You can interlace your hands around the shin or the knee or the back of the thigh. Plant your left foot. And from here, see if maybe there's an invitation to extend left leg long. If you've chosen to extend the left leg, really tone the leg. Press out through the heel. Draw the toes back towards your shin bone. Press the back of the left thigh down into the earth as you draw the right knee in a little tighter. And that right knee might be coming quite straight in towards your collarbone, or it might sort of reach out to the side a little bit more towards your shoulder. And this just depends on the orientation of your hips and what feels best for you. Take some really big breaths here, offering a little wake up to digestive organs. Inhale, fill the belly, press belly towards thigh. And exhale, empty the belly and draw the thigh towards the belly. Giving the ascending colon a really gentle massage here, encouraging things to move along. Slide your left foot back to the mat if it's extended. Pop your right foot down and switch sides. Draw your left knee in. If you're interlacing your hands, try the opposite interlace, opposite thumb on top. Again, your choice, right foot could stay planted, or you might extend that leg long on your mat. If you're choosing to extend the leg, really fire it up. Tone the leg, press forward through the heel, draw the toes back towards your shin bone, wrap the back of the right thigh down towards the earth as you draw your left knee in. And breathe like your life depends on it. Breathe deeply here. And enjoy now this massage on the left side for the descending colon. Breathing belly to thigh. Squeezing thigh to belly. And soften what you can, shoulders, neck, jaw. Slide right foot back to the mat, pop the left foot down. From here, maybe you want to hug your knees in or take some little windshield wiper motions, letting knees drop side to side just to release. Bring your knees back through center, feet planted. Cross your right ankle just above your left knee for thread the needle. You're welcome to stay right here if you're feeling some stretch. This is great. Or you could reach to interlace your hands around the back of your left thigh as you draw it in. Or maybe interlace the hands around the shin. So looking for some moderate sensation here. Not moving into anything aggressive or painful. Just enjoying a gentle to moderate opening stretch. Releasing tension. And use your breath to help with this. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Sometimes it's nice, I find, to just take a little rock side to side, and this helps me to explore all the different parts of my hip and feel into the different areas, stretching through different areas. You could try that here, a gentle rock side to side, or you're welcome just to stay right in center, in a static position. And release your left foot. Uncross the legs and move to the other side. Cross left ankle above right knee. And then again, your choice, you could keep that bottom foot planted, draw the leg in to interlace hands around the thigh or across the shin bone. Things might be a little different this side. This side happens to be a bit tighter for me. See what's here for you, what's available today. Not pushing, not striving. Just allow your body to be as it is and offer your breath to this experience. Enjoy. Maybe if you liked that gentle rock side to side, you could try that on this side. Maybe there's one really sticky, juicy spot and you want to hang out there for a few extra breaths. And release and cross the legs. Again, your choice here if you want a little movement or draw the knees in for a hug or take some windshield wiper motions just to release and reset. And here's where you might like your strap. Extend both legs up towards the sky. And maybe you can reach your toes and kick up through your heels. If you can't reach your toes, then here's where you could bring the strap across the ball of your feet, or your belt, or scarf would work too. The strap comes across the balls of the feet. Feet are really active here, legs are active. Press up through your heels. Could separate your feet a little here to hip distance, and it's fine if there's a bend in the knees, but keep kicking up through your heels here. Or you're holding your toes. If you have the strap over your feet, release the strap off to the side. Transitioning now into either happy baby pose by bending your knees, and you can lift your seat a little bit so you can grab the outside line of your feet and then drop your tailbone back of your pelvis back towards the earth as you gently encourage your knees wide and down towards the earth just outside your rib cage. Okay. Or if this doesn't feel accessible or appropriate today, try butterfly pose. You can either take butterfly by drawing the soles of your feet together, still holding the feet, or you could release the feet and bring the legs and the feet towards the earth, soles of the feet together, knees wide apart. And maybe you rest your hands over your body or out to the side in that T shape or cactus arm position. Whichever variation you're in, welcome your breath here. 5 more breaths. That lovely Dirga Pranayam. Perhaps even welcoming the counting of the breath here. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 4. If you're in happy baby, just carefully release. You could draw your knees in for a hug or take some windshield wiper motions or stretch your legs out long. If you're in butterfly, reach down, help your knees back towards each other. And same thing, just a little bit of movement to release, reset. And then a nice big full body stretch. Reach your arms up overhead. Reach down through your toes. Take a deep breath in, stretch and reach. And let it go, soften. And try that one more time. This time even scrunch up your face. Inhale, make everything really tight. And let it go. Take your time, step your feet onto the mat. Roll to one side. And bring yourself all the way up to seated. If it feels like you need a little support under your seat, you could reach for a pillow or a cushion or a block if you've got one. Sit however you feel most easeful, whether that's cross-legged or kneeling or something else. Settle in here. You could roll your shoulders out a couple of times. You take an exhale. Allow your gaze to lower or softly close your eyes. Find your breath here. Notice where you feel your breath most distinctly. Whether it's in the rise and fall of your abdomen, or breath moving through your nostrils, perhaps. You might notice a coolness as you inhale and a warmth as you exhale. If your mind becomes contracted in thought, just notice that. It's okay, it's fairly inevitable. Very gently, without any judgment, return your attention to your breath. Follow the pathway of your inhale. And follow the pathway of your exhale. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Anjali Mudra. And offer a gentle bow. This gesture of gratitude and humility. It's offering gratitude to this practice and to yourself for taking a little bit of time out of your day to connect, to find a connection between your body and your mind and your heart, your body and your breath. You may wish to take this opportunity to set an intention for the rest of your day. Or if you're doing this before bedtime, maybe an intention for your dreams or your sleep. And as always, we dedicate the merits of this practice to the benefit of all beings. May all beings be well. May all beings be at peace. And may all beings awaken to their true nature. And when you're ready, blink your eyes open and lift your gaze. Thanks so much. Whatever time of day you're practicing this little routine, I hope that it offers you a little bit more space and connection for the rest of your day. Namaste.